we have a question from Dave. I have a question, says Dave, about using both versions of the armor building complex. I've been using kettlebells for about 10 years, but have only recently discovered the ABC. Following a recommendation you made to another listener, I have been alternating between the single kettlebell ABC and the humane burpee, using a 24 kilo bell for both. A 24 kilo bell on the full humane burpee, that's a tough one. That's the full humane burpee. That's the one that adds up to 150 swings, 55 goblet squats, and 55 push-ups. And I don't care who you are, doing 55 squats with 24K, really in 7 to 10 minutes is a lot of work. He says this, I recently picked up a second 20 kilo bell, and I've been working the double kettlebell ABC into that rotation. In your opinion, what would be the best way to use those three complexes together? Well, over there at danjohnuniversity.com/bookstore, I have the armor building formula where I have the double kettlebell workout, and then I also have the single kettlebell workout, and I give you 8-week programs on them. If you're going to rotate through those three, I think what would be a good idea is this is just an idea, but I like it. It's going to be a rotating, you're going to lift 3 days a week, but there's 4 workouts. So it's going to be A, B, C, D with that. So A is Monday, B, Wednesday, C, Friday or Saturday, and D the following Monday, bringing back up A on Wednesday. A, B, C, D, 4 workouts, 3 days a week. And once you graph it out, it'll make sense. But I'd like you to separate the single sides. So make the humane burpee, and let's do it this way, make the humane burpee the A workout. Now, one thing is, the humane burpee by itself, there's a lot of work to it. 150 swings, 55 goblet squats, 55 push-ups. And, to quote Peggy Lee, is that all there is? Well, yeah, but that's a hard workout. That day, the A day, might be a good day to toss in all the other stuff you want to do. The B workout, and pick your side, do maybe, let's start with the left side ABC workout by itself. So what I'm thinking here, and if you followed, it would be clean, it's the clean press, but just stick with the one side. Now I'm going to change this in just a second to another idea, but let's keep going. The C day would be the double armor building complex, and that would be that's your 20s, okay? Now the reason I've split the 2 days is since you've got push-ups, you've got presses in every workout, you've got pushes in every workout. C day, the double armor building complex, if you're using double 20s, even though it is lighter per hand in toto, it's more. And then, of course, the D day would be the right side. D day, I love it. The right side. So that was one idea. The other idea would be just to swim through it in this way. Whatever workout you think is the hardest, make that the C workout. You only have 3 workouts this time. Where I'm at now, I think the humane burpee is the hardest of them because we do those nonstop. So it is an exhausting. When we get to round 7, which is 15 swings, 7 goblet squats, 7 push-ups, that's the one that kills me. I mean, I've got all the enthusiasm on 10. 9 is fine. 8 sucks. 7 sucks the most. But once you get to 6, you can see the port. You can see the port out there. Even though it's a storm, you can still see it. So let's just say you think the humane burpee is the hardest. Do the doubles on A day. Do the singles, both sides. Do it just like the video shows. And then on the C day, do the humane burpee. Are there gaps in the program? Your press numbers are going to be low but reasonable. You will be doing a lot of squats, between the single side and the double kettlebell. It's going to be a good amount of work. You're getting a lot of hinges in. I hope your swing technique is dialed in with the humane burpee. But I think it's a pretty good workout. I like this. The benefits of this kind of program is that you don't have to think a bunch. If you're going to come in and just do the double, you put the 220s on the ground, and I don't know, you can either set your clock or a timer or a beeper, and you just go, and you can almost turn your brain off on the double armor building complex. With the single, I mean, it's a little bit more of a dance because you have to kind of balance off the two sides, but it becomes real natural after the first, second, third, fourth time, or just rounds. And of course, with the humane burpee, you can get lost in the counting. That does happen to us sometimes, where someone will say something or do something, and you'll forget what round you're on. But if you do it in a group, it's a little easier. The benefits, you can shut your brain off for those 3 workouts. The benefits, you're doing a lot of work, every single workout here. The downside, you might be missing other stuff. You might notice, I always put hangs in the warm-up. If you like doing pull-ups or chin-ups, you can put them into one of those days. If there's another exercise you feel like you want to make sure you keep doing, I would put those in too. And just a reminder, Dave, there's no program that's perfect, but doing something like this seems, well, pretty good to me. And, well, that's my highest standard, is pretty good.